Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a video that isn't really an announcement video, and it's not really like a typical PS2 Freak video. It's more of a video that I feel like I need to make because this YouTube channel most certainly has been a part of my life for a good while, and the fact that they're gone now is just really kind of strange and weird. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not heard of JstuStudios, they were a fantastic YouTube channel that have been around. The channel's been around probably more than 10 years at this point. I think they came out when I was starting to do videos on YouTube around 2010, maybe a couple years after that. I don't quite remember. But it was just two guys, two best friends, goofing around, making goofy videos, and they just grew. They grew and grew and grew, and they just became, I feel, this amazing channel on YouTube that has helped me get through a lot and has just been a part of my life for pretty much 9 years. Because I started watching these guys back in 2016, actually around this time, 10 years ago. I was just sitting in college, sitting in the Commons area with a couple of my friends, and I just was flipping through YouTube, and I just happened to see a prank video from Jstu, and I thought to myself, I don't really care too much for prank videos, but I'll give this one a watch. And it just struck a chord with me. It was super funny, super hilarious, super everything. And then I watched another one, and then I watched another one, and before I knew it, I had found the perfect one, which was, I think it was Andrew going through their college and having squeaky shoes on his feet. And it just, I died laughing. I was like, wow, this is this is a really hilarious channel, and I want to subscribe, and I want to see what they do. And they did more pranks, and then they did vlogs, which kind of sort of started to get me wanting to do more vlogs again. And I loved watching just their life, both of their lives blossom, with their now wives and their families and such. And then they grew into a huge company, and they went through several warehouses and several houses, and then they started doing toilet paper forts, and they started doing budget challenges, which I loved. The budget challenges, because it was really interesting to see how much you could take like $100 and make some kind of a fort out of it, or what you could do with $1,000 and make some kind of like off-road vehicle. These ideas that Justin and Andrew and the whole team at Jstu had for all these crazy videos just, again, struck a chord with me, and I loved every second of it. It was a family-friendly YouTube channel, and everybody could watch and laugh, because their motto was laugh daily. Like, I had to buy a shirt with that motto on there, because it was a reminder for me that I should be laughing daily, and that I should be thinking positively, and that I should be letting go and letting God. And they just have been such an amazing channel and just an amazing part of my life for 9 years. And for them to suddenly stop this past December and say, we're done, no more. I have watched several channels over the years like Jstu. Cow Chop and the Creature Hub come to mind. where a bunch of friends just come together and they do goofy videos together, and you can see the joy in their faces and all the excitement that goes with it. But with Cow Chop and with Creature Hub, the writing was on the wall for both of those channels. When Alex and Uberhaxer Nova and Aaron and a couple of the other guys from the Creature Hub left to form Cow Chop, I knew that the Creature Hub was not going to survive much longer. When Uberhaxer Nova broke a lot of his bones and had to have surgery to repair those bones, I knew that Cow Chop was not going to last much longer. JstuStudios, I thought, was going to keep going. I really thought they were going to keep going. I really thought that there was going to be nothing that was going to stop them. Justin was riding on a huge high with his first published illustrated book. I feel like Justin and Andrew were riding a high on their testimonial book, which I promptly bought. And it's just been fun to watch a bunch of these guys and gals have fun together and build all these crazy things and do all these crazy things together. But it shocked me that just out of the blue, they're not a channel anymore. And watching Justin's video saying, oh, God told me that this is it. We're done. I want to move on to bigger and better things. But then also seeing Andrew in the last overnight video kind of in a very disappointed mood. Like, he looked downtrodden, he looked disappointed, and I'm sure, that's just him being solemn in the moment. But I also feel like, in a way, Andrew wanted to keep going. And also hearing Leb's thoughts about the whole situation, you can tell that he wanted to keep going. And I love the fact that everybody was like very positive about it in the final overnight. And they said, God has a greater plan, which he does, and you just gotta roll with the punches and let go and let God and see where God takes you on the journey, because life is a journey, and I totally get that, but something just doesn't sit right with me that all of a sudden Justin doesn't want to do it anymore, and that he would give up this big channel that, they met Mr. Beast twice now. I saw the recent video that they uploaded where they go to Mr. Beast's park and they sneak around the park, and then they finally catch up with Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, oh, hey, I remember you guys. Like, the fact that you guys being JstuStudios, have met one of the most influential and most subscribed YouTube channels of all time, somebody who has surpassed PewDiePie as the most subscribed channel of all time on YouTube. The fact that you guys have met him and featured him on your channel, like, I would have thought that JStu was going to be even more notorious and have even more subscribers because of meeting Jimmy. But and that they would keep going. But I don't know. It seems interesting to me, and I don't want to spread any YouTube drama. I don't want to cause any YouTube drama. I just feel like this is just a little suspicious, and I don't know. I question it. But that being said, I do wish Justin and Andrew and everybody on the JstuStudios team well wishes and God's blessings, eternal blessings for the rest of their lives, and that they can get what they hope for in their life, in their lives, and that we will be seeing more of everybody in the near future. I know Andrew's got his Wild Sights channel. I know Leb is going to be a part of that. Isaac has his music, which is awesome. I really like his raps. Hyper is hyper, you know. What more can I say there? I would love to get Hyper up to my church so that he can talk to the youth group at my church. I think it would be a wonderful experience. And I would love to meet the guy and just, you know, I don't know, talk about Yoo-Hoo, which apparently he loves Yoo-Hoo, but apparently he's not as hyper about it, which also was a shocker to me. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, Hyper. You're telling me that was a bit, that you were just excited about Yoo-Hoo? Like, what the heck, man? Nah. I wish everybody good luck in Jstu, and I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart for being an amazing channel, for being a positive channel on YouTube, and I strive to be like Jstu because they were amazing, and there isn't really a channel out there like them. None that I have found thus far in my 15 plus years on YouTube. So I thank them, each and every one of them, from the bottom of my heart. Especially Justin and Andrew. Just thank you. Thank you for putting out content that has made me become a better person and has changed my life for the better. And like I said, I wish everybody well. So that's it.